When you meet your twin flame, immediately you experience a soul recognition. Now, how consciously aware you are of this soul recognition will depend on your level of awakening in that moment. Usually, both twin flame counterparts experience this consciously on some level because energetically they are each experiencing it very intensely, regardless of how awakened they may be. For the so-called awakened twin or spiritual twin, this soul recognition is felt more consciously, more profoundly. However, the matrix twin will still experience the effects of this sudden, intense energy exchange taking place at this point of physical meeting between these twin flames. By matrix twin, I of course mean the twin flame who chooses to experience a life that is more physically oriented. Usually this is the twin flame that tends to be more physically focused, more materially focused, and less spiritually aware or intuitive. However, regardless of whether you are the matrix twin or the so-called spiritual twin, you will feel it in your soul when you meet your twin flame. However, very soon after this meeting and the intense emotional, energetic reaction you have to this meeting, you will find that feelings of doubt seep in from time to time throughout the course of your twin flame connection as it unfolds in the physical. So far, every single twin flame I have met or encountered has experienced these feelings of doubt at one point or another along this journey, because simply put, we are human. It is our souls that recognize one another, but we have two aspects of self coexisting simultaneously. We have the soul self, the higher self, what we would sometimes call the 5D self, and at the same time within us, we are expressing through the physical self, the conscious mind, what we sometimes refer to as the ego self. This is all part of the human experience we choose to experience here as twin flames. However, this doubt coming from or stemming from our human self can be very confusing because we forget that what is really going on here is not that we are doubting because we are somehow wrong, because our intuition is somehow misguided about this person or about this journey. The reason we experience this doubt is because it is actually symptomatic of a powerful and deep process of confirmation going on within us. The unsettled or confusing feelings that can surface from time to time as a twin flame are actually our conscious mind's way of interpreting this powerful energy shift, a realignment taking place within us. And by realignment, I mean an alignment of the conscious 3D physical self with the soul self. A matching up, so to speak, a lining up of what the soul already knows and has already confirmed because it has known it since it first connected with this individual. A lining up between that knowing, that soul knowing, and our conscious mind, our 3D physical self. Essentially, our ego self, our 3D self, our mind has to confirm to itself what the soul already knows. And this process is not linear. There will be days where twin flames will feel 100% sure, stable, settled, certain within themselves. There will be a resounding, peaceful, calm yes through the caverns of their soul, their being, that says, this is my person, this is my twin flame, I'm sure of it, I feel calm about it, I feel confident in this knowing, then there will be other days where you will wake up and feel the effects of that energy shifting happening within you, that realignment between the 5D and the 3D self. And in these moments, you may feel confused. These may manifest, this energy shift can manifest as feelings of doubt, uncertainty, racing thoughts in the mind. Is this my person? Am I just delusional? So the question remains, how can we confirm our twin flame to our conscious mind, to our 3D self, and relax out of, melt into love, into unconditional love and knowing, melt into that intuition and release everything else, that swirling whirlwind of chaotic emotions that can cause us to feel so confused? How can we step out of that? How can we release that? The key here is to relax into what your soul knows to be true. Now, I know that is easier said than done, so I will be giving a few practical techniques you can use to do this. But one thing must be said first. This confirmation is a process. This is going to require of you a daily return back to that still quiet space within you that is fully sure, fully certain, and fully knowing about your twin flame journey. This is a daily restabilization process, because throughout this lifetime, throughout our day-to-day lives, it would be impossible not to be ever thrown off, not to be ever disconnected from our soul self, from our 5D self, because we are exposed every day around all of the people that we spend time with, the media that we absorb, the environments we visit. All of these things are full of a mix of frequencies, some of which are very positive and some of which are perhaps not so positive, in the sense that they may be frequencies of conditional love. In fact, conditional love is the dominating frequency of our world at the moment, which is what makes twin flame love and those of us awakening to this love, to this connection, so essential in the healing of the planet. We are path forgers, generational curse breakers. We are forging a new way. Twin flame love is a beacon of unconditional love in a very dark and broken world. And so what happens is we are exposed to these frequencies, these limiting ideas, beliefs, thoughts, whirling around us in the world around us, that become absorbed, especially for those of us who are highly sensitive. And these thoughts can actually creep in and trigger our ego self, our 3D self, can cause us to attach to feelings of fear or anxiety related specifically to our twin flame connection. This is why I say that confirming your twin flame to yourself is a daily restabilization process, because the only true confirmation that it would be possible for you to receive about your twin flame will come from within. So let's talk about some practical ways we can restabilize ourselves energetically and really reach that space of inner confirmation about our twin flame and this twin flame path. So the number one way to confirm a twin flame over the course of time is to understand that your twin flame connection is the deepest energetic connection that you hold within your soul. This is your mere soul. This person, or I should say this energy, this other soul, has actually always been connected strongly, deeply to your energy field, even prior to meeting or connecting with them in the physical. What does this mean? This means that Wherever you go, whatever you do, however long it has been since you have seen this person or spoken to this person, you will feel them in your energy field. It doesn't matter whether you have been separated for months or years, whether you met them once and then didn't see them again for 5, 6, 7 years. You will feel this person, this energy, present with you always. Every step you take, every breath you breathe, everywhere you go, you carry this energy around with you. Now, why is this? It's because prior to meeting your twin flame, like I said earlier, they were always connected to you. It's not that this connection is created when you meet in the physical. It's that after meeting your twin flame, you now have a face, a name, and a physical identity to attach to that feeling of connection to someone that you have been feeling your entire life. So when it comes to soulmate connections or other forms of romantic connections, these people can become attached to our energy field. And in the case of soulmates, these are people who are part of our soul family, which means that just like twin flames, our soulmates are also present in our energy field to a degree. We are connected to our soulmates energetically because we share a similar energetic frequency. However, the twin flame connection is more identifiable, distinguishable, because it is so much more powerful, intense, and enduring than a soulmate connection. So you will know, especially if you are someone who has been with romantic soulmates in the past, you are familiar with how they can feel present with you, and these connections can feel very attractive, very intense in their own way. But you also know that if you are a twin flame, you always had this awareness that the twin flame connection was more powerful, more intense, more magnetic to you. You could feel it in your soul. And I'm talking regardless of whether you knew your twin flame when you were with a romantic soulmate. The thing is, if you are a twin flame, meaning if you are someone who has a twin flame counterpart incarnate here on this planet in this lifetime, you will feel them physically, viscerally in your energy from the day you are born on some unconscious level. And because of this, even if you go on later in life, let's say you haven't yet met this person, your twin flame, but you do meet a romantic soulmate and you date them for a while, months, years, whatever the case may be, you, even in this beautiful soulmate relationship, because your soul's intuition is aware that you have a twin flame whose heart is beating, who is breathing here on this earth, you will feel a longing for them. You will feel as though there is something empty, something temporary about your romantic relationship with this soulmate, and you won't be able to put it into words. But that is your soul knowing that you are destined to meet your twin flame in this lifetime. You are feeling that pull toward that deeper soul connection that is being awakened within you even prior to meeting your twin. So this is one way to confirm a twin flame connection, because if you are a twin, again, you've been very familiar with that feeling of a longing, that feeling of pull. So you can confirm this connection, this twin flame connection, because once you meet your twin flame in the physical, you notice a shift within you, in your energy. That feeling of longing for someone, for something else, dissipates, goes away. You no longer feel longing, you feel home with this person. You feel as though you have found that other soul, that person that has been pulling at you, at your energy, your entire life. Now, this isn't to say again that doubts or fears or concerns can't creep in, because of course they can and still do from time to time. But beneath all of that, when you're alone with yourself, when you are feeling at peace within yourself, calm, stable, secure, relaxed, in tune with your higher self, you will feel your twin flame there with you, and you will know without a shadow of a doubt that this connection is the one you were reaching for your entire life. The second way to confirm a twin flame connection is to meditate. Meditation is a powerful way to bridge the divides between our 3D physical human self, the conscious mind, and the higher self, the 5D self, the soul self, the highly sensitive, highly intuitive self. As I said earlier in this video, energetic hygiene is incredibly important because all twin flames are inherently highly sensitive to some degree. Most twin flames would also identify themselves as empaths because twin flames are ancient souls, are highly evolved spiritual beings with very attuned abilities and spiritual gifts, including the gift of energetic sensitivity. So what do I mean by energetic hygiene? Earlier, we spoke on all of those negative thoughts, vibrations, limiting beliefs that become stored within your energy field. And I also spoke on how twin flame confirmation, this journey of confirming to the mind what the soul already knows, is a daily practice, which means it requires daily habit rituals to return home to the inner self that holds all of the answers about this connection and everything in our lives. The number one habit ritual you can create to clear your energy and to really confirm to your conscious mind what your soul knows, to create that stabilization between 3D self and 5D self within you, is by having a morning meditation routine, even just 15 or 20 minutes in the morning of closing your eyes, doing some breath work, focusing on your breathing, relaxing your conscious mind, releasing any thoughts, negative, chaotic thoughts that emerge in your mind, and allowing yourself to really stabilize, to really go to that peaceful place within yourself. This will have a powerful energy clearing and therefore energy stabilization effect on your entire being. Particularly, I highly recommend incorporating subliminals into your meditation routine. Subliminals are meditations that contain unconscious affirmations. By unconscious, I mean affirmations that your conscious mind cannot fully interpret. This means that because your conscious mind can't interpret the affirmations, they are more easily picked up by your subconscious mind, which actually has a much wider range of hearing. I became very passionate about subliminals because last year I began creating them myself and using them, and I very quickly began to take quantum leaps in my life. I had tried using visualization, affirmations, other forms of law of attraction techniques prior, but nothing worked nearly as effectively for me as subliminals. I now understand this is because many of the blocks that I was storing in my energy field that were preventing me from manifesting within my life were coming from very deeply seated negative thoughts and ideas about myself and the world around me. And many of us have these kinds of energy blocks because we absorb them from our environment. Sometimes we get them handed down from our family. So on my website, soundandsoulful.com, I have created over 100 subliminals for all areas of life. Specifically, if you are a twin flame who is struggling with these feelings of doubt, kind of vacillating between knowing and then instability, uncertainty, This week, I just added a brand new subliminal for twin flame surrender. Many of you have already commented on my recent Instagram post about how you have incorporated this into your subliminal meditation routine. And personally, I've begun using this myself as well because it really does help you to shift your energy from a chaotic, very what we would call monkey mind kind of state where our conscious mind is racing, and shifts you from that into surrender state, into relaxing, into full trust and knowing within this twin flame connection, which is essential for then creating what we call an energetic union in the 5D with our twin flame. This energetic union must be created before we can create the 3D union, the physical manifested union. Everything has to take place energetically before it can manifest physically. So the link to this twin flame surrender subliminal is in the pinned comment and description box. You can try out this subliminal or any of the more than 100 I have created completely free by creating a free trial account on my website. The third and final way to confirm your twin flame to yourself, and I keep saying to yourself, even though it sounds kind of strange, it's like confirming to yourself because you are both the prosecutor and the defender, if that makes sense. It's like your soul already has the knowing about this person. Your soul is well aware what kind of soul connection you are dealing with. If this is your twin flame, your soul already knows that. So essentially, you are trying to feed yourself that soul information, to transfer that soul knowing to your mind's knowing, to your conscious mind. So the third way, and perhaps the most practical way, is to truly allow your conscious mind to catalog in your head some of the reasons that caused you to think this person was your twin flame to begin with. The interesting thing about this twin flame connection is all twin flames around their point of meeting in the physical are met with some form of synchronicity. Of course, this will vary depending on your unique situation and circumstances with your twin flame, but there is always some kind of sign from the universe, some kind of profound experience, something that is unexplainable that occurs around the point of twin flame meeting as a sort of confirmation from the universe. So this again can vary very much depending on you, but sometimes this is something that you are just struck with in your soul. A feeling as though there is this earthquake of energy through your being that shook you to your core, and just like that, you knew, like, this is my person. Other times, this experience can be seeing number patterns and more numerical related or nature related synchronicities. So you might get a certain kind of recurring sign from nature, animal signs, number signs related to your date of meeting. You might have some kind of unexplainable, sudden, strange experience with this person. This could be some form of spontaneous telepathy, some kind of vision or a dream experience. Again, this can vary very much depending on you and your situation, but nearly every twin flame I've spoken to has experiences around their meeting with their twin flame that were so unexplainable and powerful, it actually led them to the concept of twin flames to begin with. It's why they started looking up information about twin flames, because they were experiencing these things that were completely unexplainable by society's definitions. And just to kind of elaborate on that a bit further, I could even make this a fourth sign. But I also want to say that sometimes the best way to determine what kind of soul connection we are dealing with is to look at its long-term effects on us and our life. So a key difference and something that makes twin flames stand out from romantic soulmates, karmic connections, and other forms of love connection is that with our twin flame, There is a very spiritual process that is happening in tandem, in connection with this twin flame journey. It's not just about love, romance, relationship in the 3D. There is a very deep cellular purging process, a spiritual transformation process happening within us during this twin flame journey. Now, very many twin flames actually begin their spiritual awakening process prior to meeting their twin, especially if you are the so-called spiritual twin or awakened twin. But for other twin flames, this spiritual awakening seems to be ignited by their meeting with their twin. This is because, as I often say in my videos, twin flames exchange a massive amount of energy through all 7 chakra centers at their point of meeting in the physical, point of contact, I should say, because it could be virtual or online. But their point of contact in the physical causes this very intense energy merge and energy exchange that then catapults their energy, spikes it to a very high level, so that they tend to have spontaneous spiritual experiences, 5D kinds of experiences. This is often where those synchronicities occur, or those unexplainable mystical events that I spoke about earlier happen. This is because your energy is being instantaneously spiked, raised to such a high level, a high degree of vibration, that you are literally rising, in a sense, to this higher plane of existence. Now, I should also say the reason that many of these synchronicities and mystical events happen around this point of meeting and then sometimes seem to slow down or stop, again, it can depend on your situation. But in general, people find that these events tend to dissipate over time. This is often because that high level energy you just absorbed spikes at first and then must slowly be integrated into your 3D self, must move through all of those blocks within you, must powerfully shift your energy and heal any kinds of wounds or blocks that it comes up against in the process. So I really hope this video assisted you in confirming to yourself what your soul already knows about your twin flame. If it did help you, please be sure to subscribe to this channel, join our community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. I post YouTube videos for twin flame readings, live twin flame readings, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with twin flame podcasts and spiritual podcasts in between. So be sure to check back for twin flame updates and information. The Subliminal for Twin Flame Surrender is linked under this video to assist you in shifting from that 3D chaotic consciousness into total surrender state and really getting back in touch with your own soul's intuition about this person, about this connection, and then deepening your bond with them both energetically and physically. So again, the link to this Subliminal is in the pinned comment and description. You can try it out completely free by creating a free trial account on my website. Have a beautiful, wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you again in the next podcast.